I've been talking away to myself like a bleeding idiot, and I haven't even put the camera on. It is a little bit wet today. Yeah, it started raining last night after such a absolutely stunning day. It started raining last night at about 10 past midnight, and it hasn't really stopped since. It's been lightening off, and then it was quite heavy at times about 3 o'clock in the morning. Nice and dry inside the tent, of course, but outside was a bit of a miserable story. So rather than have breakfast and stuff at the wet campsite, what we've decided to do is break camp. It's about 8:30 now. We got up about 7:30. Break camp, and then we'll get a coffee and something up the road. So we're on our way to Kongsvinger this morning. Got about I think he said it's about 300 kilometres, hopefully. But they have these weird junctions that aren't really junctions, that take a bit of getting used to. We've had a bit of a stop for breakfast, a cup of coffee, and it stopped raining. We stopped in a little petrol station, and got to talk. There's an old gentleman saw my motorbike with English plates on, and he came over for a chat because he'd been to the UK and wanted to practice his English, which is really good. Excellent English, by the way, and yeah, it's good. Had a bit of a chat where he'd been and wanted to know where I lived, and turns out he'd been to Colchester and knew it quite well. So yeah, it's a very small world, because this is the absolute back end of nowhere. So I filled up the fuel, took the waterproofs off, put the camera back on, and we've decided we're not going to head up the way we were going to go, because the weather looks bad that way. So we're going to head over to Mora. So we'll get there a day early. We'll have 2 nights there instead of 1. But the weather looks better out that way, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. And Mora's on a big lake, so it'll give us something to do tomorrow while we're waiting for everyone else to turn up. I managed to ask for a cup of coffee in Norwegian. Not the hardest task, but the girl understood. She sort of sniggered at me a little bit. There's a young girl behind the counter, she sniggered at me a bit, and then she spoke back to me in English, so it defeated the object, really. It's a nice piece of road, Greg. This is a bit of a back road, Greg. There we go, we're in over the border into Sweden. We're in Sweden, all the warning signs are in the Swedish colours. Very nice. Going to Charlottenburg. Oh! We just chose the name just so you get the longest road sign ever. What I find about all these Scandinavian countries so far is they've all tend to fly a little flag. So all the Norwegians have all got a flagpole in their front garden, and the Swedes are doing the same. And there's another flagpole. They seem to be very, very proud of their heritage. Whereas if you try and display a Union Jack in the UK, I mean, get told to take it down by the council because it's offensive. You get a lot of this in Scandinavia as well. They all got Rocky Mountain Volvo's massive blooming spotlights on the front. Yeah, some more Volvos with big spots on. Oh, stop! We're going that way, Greg. Go. Oh, I got a feeling we're going in the wrong direction again. I reckon he might pull over in a minute. Yep, we're lost! Yeah! Yeah, so it wasn't just me. Greg realised he's got a compass on his bike, and he realised he was going the wrong way as well. But the road signs have just literally disappeared. So we're going to head in the wrong direction for a little bit, sticking to the main road, and then hopefully pick up a cut through that takes us back to the 45. We basically want to go that direction, off to my left, but there ain't no road there. Yeah, so we're heading for Arvika, and then hopefully pick up the road we want on the other side of that. But this is the trouble I had when I came out of Gothenburg, is the road signs just disappear. The road names, the numbers, like this is the 61 that we're on, they disappear. It's almost just as if you're expected to know where you're going. Wonder what was holding this up. It's a bloody R1. Some fruity cans on. She's found out where the throttle is now. Like a bit of a dick. Perhaps it's just R1 riders, I don't know. I've got one at work. He was riding along at about 50 mile an hour for about 5 miles, and now he's just gone and done one. So, fjord view. You see a few of those. Well, I just had a spot of lunch. This nice little roadside diner. We're just about to make our way to Molla. We're meeting everybody over the next couple of days. So this is the road I would have took if I'd have caught the ferry from Kiel to Gothenburg. The main thoroughfare really. E45, but it would have been a bit of a boring ride really all the way. Well, the E45 has turned into a bit of a slog. It's just one big mother long straight road, but there is a massive lake just there that we've been following for the last 60 kilometres. It's a big old road. People are treating it like a motorway. Oh, will this never end? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't come this way all the way from Gothenburg in one hit. It's an absolute nightmare. It's just, you can see that in the mirror, absolutely straight as a die. This is the first corner we've come across in about 10 kilometres. Oh, at least we've got some dips and hills and stuff to take away the monotony of how straight this road is. Oh, this bit of road's awful. It's got 2 proper divots in it, And whenever you cross the central reservation or cross into the other lane, the bloody bike goes all over the place. Like you're not in control of it. This is a bit more exciting. Got a nice twisty bit through the forest now. And there is lots of forest. I don't know where Greg's gone. He's just disappeared up the road. It's like a man on a mission today. Oh, there he is, on the horizon. Right, well, that was the Aprilia rider's worst nightmare. Greg did have a breakdown. His regulator rectifier wise are completely burnt through on the frame. It's where he put his MOSFET regulator on. So I've performed a roadside repair, chopped all the bad stuff out, twisted the wires together, and luckily I've got my super duper battery charger jump starter thing on these little power pack batteries, and we managed to get it going. So he's off. It's funny because when we were in Tromsø, a little village, a while ago, I could smell burning as we came into the village, and I just assumed it was some kind of industrial plant or something, because it was as soon as we came, we started slowing down for the roundabout into the village. But it turns out it was Greg's bike trying to set itself on fire. So hopefully we're going to try and get to Mora, to the campsite, and then there's a bit of a town there, and see if we can get some electrical crimps. But he's up and running, so I'm going to follow him a bit, and hopefully we'll get there. So fingers crossed. Well, that was interesting. I just came out of the petrol station on the wrong side of the road, just as a Volvo was coming around the corner. So it's easily done. Lapse a moment in concentration. We've made it to Mora, and Greg's bike's started up perfectly fine in the petrol station. So now we're making our way to the campsite. Well, we found somewhere to camp on the campsite, and as you can probably hear, there's a bit of a rainstorm going on. Just got the tent up, got the poles in, and they're about to dive for cover while the rain stops, but it'll be going off now. Like 5 minutes of absolute Armageddon.